Alright guys, welcome again to another series of Gym Kings. This is series 4.
It's actually series 1, episode 4, but
Episode 4. And we're here at ULTRAFLEX Rotherham. My name's Theo Scorer.
and you know me, I'm Neale Cranwell. So we're here at episode 4 to train back with the owner of the gym, which is Koopa. Most people have seen him or know who he is. He's going to talk about why he logbooks, way to set yourself up for a session, and how to perform them accurately. I know you'll take a lot from this, so come with us. We're going to train back and we're going to review the gym, and at the end of this we're going to give it a star rating from A to E, or could it get a super gym rating and get that S tier that no gym's got yet, but we'll find out, so come with us.
Right, poll day with Mr. Neale Cranwell. Now, Neale is a living legend in the sport. If you haven't seen this man around, you are not a true bodybuilding fan, especially in Britain, because he has been around for many, many years, competing at all different levels. Now, an IFBB pro, and is going to be pursuing some wins in the Masters category. So, he's probably competing, how many years now? 30 years. So he's been competing as long as I've lived, which is incredible. And he still looks super fresh. I mean, he does have some injuries, but for his age, to look like this and be able to operate like he does, doing what he does with his family, how busy he is as a father and business, it's definitely commendable, and he definitely has a lot of my respect, especially with the days that he has, and still makes no fucking excuses. He just puts the work in and finds a way, which is what it's all about.
All right, we're gonna have a wander through, look at all the facilities they've got. Around this corner, they've got a recovery room. They've got obviously changing facilities. They've got 2 posing rooms because they're greedy. We're gonna have a look which is the best lighting, which is the best room, what they've actually got. Come with us, let's have a butcher's. Right, so we've got 1 changing room. It's very small, I will say that. It's got 2 showers, 1 urinal. It's a little bit pokey for the size of a massive gym. We're gonna go into one of their posing rooms now.
So I did my pose routine in 2022. It gets well hot. So then just do rounds and rounds. So I got there. Yes. Oh,
Fucking hell, mate. Oh, touching cloth.
for the moment.
That's good. I'm fucking impressed. If I'd done that, mate, I don't know, I might drop something out. Certainly drop my nuts.
Ricky, I think we're replacing you now. Alright guys, we're onto the cardio area where it's not overpopulated with too many cardio pieces. You've just literally got enough here, got plenty of stair climbers, a couple of bikes, some cross trainers, and treadmills. Pretty much it. But do you know what? One thing I find really odd, Mr. Cameraman, microwaves. It's a bit out of place. I guess it works.
I tell you, the only reason I'm doing cardio is so I can eat. So here they raised it on the mezzanine,
That's why they got,
which makes...
that's why they got microwaves on.
Well, you've got to shut the fuck up, right? Someone's trying to make a video. You know what I'm saying? Amateurs. So they put the cardio up on the mezzanine, which I think is great, because it's so boring when you do cardio. If you're like me, it's very boring. But they've also got TVs with Big Ronnie, of course. And you can look down at the gym and the world in front of you, get some inspiration perhaps as to why you're still sweating on a stepper because you've gone to Five Guys the day before. So the rule of thumb is eat clean, and then you don't have to land on a stepper for 20 or 30 minutes a day, everyone.
So Koopa and myself actually go way back to 2017 actually, where we actually shared a stage together and actually competed. It was actually the UK BFF back in the day, and that was a show in Leicester that we actually did a qualifier for the British finals.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I thought. He's put us to sleep again. So what's the point? What was the point of that, Cooper?
Point is that's where we met, and yeah, obviously it's nice to see how far he's actually come from way back in the day, and obviously achieved so much in such a short space of time.
And weirdly, they both followed each other's footsteps. They still compete. They both now own a successful gym, and they're both almost as good looking as me. Right, next room.
So they started in the first ULTRAFLEX gym. When I was 18, I walked in and went, wow, look at all these guys on the wall. So I used to walk in and have all the posters on one wall and all the pictures, stage pictures on the other wall. So they continue the theme in every ULTRAFLEX. And you can see the old picture of Cuba when he was younger. Charlie will be on the wall somewhere. And like you see all the people from around the gym in the gym.
All right, so let's take you through to the other side of the gym where they've got recovery and sunbeds. It looked like they've made an effort to do them up really nice. So let's have a butcher's.
Cold.
Amazing. So you've got a sauna, you've got a cold plunge, and you've got a shower.
Yep.
And it looks like you can hire it out for your own use. I mean, that is absolutely awesome.
It is. I've never actually seen this in a UK gym.
Yeah. And if I could just bring a couple of blondes in with me, we'd have a good night.
And the cold plunge.
Yeah, well, it looks. I'm going to sauna, I think, first, so it's had a bit more weight behind it. So this room is like home from home for me because I feel like I'm back in Essex, away from the red, and back into the nice,
The bougie.
bougie and silky, soft sofa. So 50p a minute for sunbeds it goes from, and they got 3 sunbeds here. They're all stand-ups, which is a shame because I love a snooze on the sunbed. Some of my best dreams come from sunbeds. So we've also got a massage recovery treatment room at this gym, which is amazing. It's like covers every base. So come and have a look. They don't mind filming a few seconds of them getting a little rub down. Everything here, man. If I lived round here and it wasn't in Rotherham, I'd definitely be training here.
Well, that's why people come in it. But anyone who says about training, they always come in.
Now, for a lot of people, they may not be interested at all, but it's fantastic to see that they cater for disabled here. So obviously there's an entrance for that, and they've also got their own changing and toilet facilities. And I think that that's fantastic to see. Not a lot of gyms offer that because of the space, but it is policy if you open a gym, as I did, that you put facilities in for disabled. So it's good to see they've got that. Now what we'll do now is walk through the gym and take you around a tour, have a look at the equipment before we have a workout. Today's workout is going to be back. So Koopa, so the people at home probably say, you're really precise with your training, but what about them outliers like Branch Warren, Johnny Jackson, who threw weight around, even perhaps Dorian, not Dorian, perhaps Ronnie Coleman to some degree.
Of course, yeah. I think everyone has a very different genetic response to training. If you can apply yourself with effort and you have great genetics, no matter what you do, you'll respond. If you do not have elite genetics, just going in the gym and training with effort doesn't cut the mustard. You are going to have to use this a little bit. So for Johnny and Branch, their genetic response to not just training, but ability to recover isn't like 99% of public. If we tried to train like that, we'd have no body parts left. Right? And that's a fact. You need to figure out what is it that you need to do to progress as an individual the most. The method that I use, I would probably argue, if you're not a genetic freak, and even if you are a genetic freak, because I do work with some genetic freaks that have gone from like being great to fucking being unbelievable, you are going to make more progress, but you're also going to stay more injury free. Yeah. It's more sustainable. When we compare to how Dorian used to train, we are following his principles just with less intensifiers. Dorian used a logbook. Dorian trained extremely accurately. Dorian paid attention to his recovery. Dorian paid attention to his progression in logbook, his diet, his periodization with deloads, like all the principles that we use right now. A lot of old timers, you know, they slag logbooks off, they slag all these things off, but like the fans of Dorian Yates, yeah, they're slagging this off. Doesn't make sense, does it?
Yeah, no.
Do you know what I mean?
And what would you say the best rep ranges is to train? Because some people
Yeah.
will lift lower reps and heavier weight. Some feel like you have to get to 15 reps.
It depends how advanced you are. For me, you, bigger guys, stronger guys, I would probably argue 7 to 12 is the best.
Right.
If you've got a hack squat with loads you have to do, you do 12 reps on fucking 6 plates, you'll be fucked for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So your rep range is relative to how strong you are and what you actually need. And more importantly, how accurate you are.
Yeah.
More accurate you train,
True, yeah.
you can keep your rep ranges like 8 to 12 and feel great. I'm not really a fan of like super high rep ranges on compound movements. Isolation exercises, absolutely. But compound work, you get more fucked and you don't really get much benefits from it.
Right, okay.
We're here in the leg section, and they have 6 different leg presses. But out of all 6, this one right here, this knee tram just caught my eye because of the mere fact it has this piece that actually goes over your shoulders and that actually holds and isolates you into the movement. So you're actually able to isolate the quads a lot better.
So these guys have put the additional bars on so they can put bands and extra loading points.
Oh, nice.
So that's why if you look at everything, it's there's so many loading points in here, you can just everything. That's what makes it such a leg press.
Plus,
Fit everyone.
if you trip on that, where there's a blame, there's a claim. So we have a lot of them.
Given the parts of that.
So the ULTRAFLEX in Rotherham have just literally taken things up that little notch. Just look at the upholstery. All branded, quilted, bit bougie if you ask me, but it works.
If you're an animal, they've got a place for you. And it's in this cage where it looks like the raw strength training happens, is behind this cage. So, yeah. So it's great to see they've got a separate powerlifting strength training area in the gym that's caged away from the rest. They've also got logs, they've got farmers, they've got strongman equipment here, and an outdoor area. If you scroll round to your right, you'll see they've got an open area for strongman training, tire flipping, big ass boulders. That's what I've torn my bicep off doing, so I won't be praying with that later today.
Look at the size of his calves, man.
They're proper fat dad calves. I've never trained him.
There's his hands as well, they've got jacked up.
His forearms, mate. He's like, yeah.
Fucking hell, man.
He's got a fantastic channel. If you like eating food, Jack's your man. If you like training hard, he's also your man.
Less so now.
We've come over because your calves have drawn us like beasts of honey.
Yeah, they are. They're like proper old man, like postman, fat dad calves. Pure genetics, zero work ethic.
Appreciate the honesty, man. Some of us out here fucking hustling for this shit.
How long have you been training here? Why you came here? And what you're doing next?
3 or 4 years on and off. I used to live Burnley, where Nick's went. Long story, parents went to Lincoln. I was driving here because there's fuck all gyms in Lincoln. So I used to drive here, then I moved here because the gym was good. So I've been about 3 years now. It's good. Kuba obviously always gets new equipment, apart from arm stuff because his arms are fucking massive. So he doesn't give a shit about the rest of us. But yeah, I love it. Plans for the future are get better. So I'm a less mediocre pro because right now we're not looking too good. And then New York and Pittsburgh next year, hopefully. I don't think I've said that anyway yet, so there you go. Somewhere in like the 3rd to 4th call out, so keep your eye out.
Proud to say that I've actually shared a stage with this young man here back in 22.
Yeah, I'm happy because you beat me.
I think the tables would be turned right about now. I'll let him have that one, man. I'll let him have that one. It's very inspiring to see how you've evolved in those years, man. Keep doing your thing, man.
Only about 24, 25. You're young IFBB pro, classic physique, looks amazing. Do follow him.
One thing that we always do when we go to a gym that we haven't done yet, the dumbbells.
Film that big bastard ugly too. At least 10 racks of dumbbells here. 3 different brands. lots of duplicates, so you won't have to wait for someone to finish their own. They go all the way from 0 right up to 80 kilos. So amazing dumbbell selection, a lot of space to use them. Great handles. I like the dumbbells have got them slightly thicker handles like these have here. So certainly the place to use dumbbells. Look, to me it looks like certainly one of the best gyms in the UK to train at. So we've got a ton of back equipment. We're actually going to train back today, so we'll talk about all the different equipment they've got when we go into training next.
Huh?
Roll.
Yeah.
Oh. Roll for it.
So we've got the mixed martial arts area, couple of bags, couple of plyometric boxes. So yeah, there you have it.
Let's see what's behind this door.
So in this area of the gym, Neale, we have shoulders, abductors, adductors, and glutes. And then it goes into arms at the far end.
This is the arm section, people.
Yeah, I mean, I think Jack might be onto something with what Koopa was saying. Koopa, could you maybe just invest in a little more arm work here?
Cuba's got huge arms. Cuba's one of his best body parts, his arms, got massive arms. So as Jack said, there's not as much emphasis on the arm equipment because the owner of the gym is not as focused on.
Yeah, however, I mean,
You've got pretty much everything you need for arms.
it's got, yeah, I have seen some gyms where there's so much bicep equipment, it's confusing. It's much better being like this for most people.
so if you watched the last Gym Kings when we were at Founding Gym Box, we talked about bicep training, it's what we've done. The most precise thing people do miss is just the length and position, where you're in that stretched out position, almost trying to flex your tricep at the bottom of a movement rather than just lifting weight. People use the preacher all the time because it's comfortable and they want to lift weight, so they shorten the range and they stop here. With biceps, as long as you've got a stretched position from behind and then a shortened position where your arms are in front, that's pretty much your biceps covered. Very small muscle, just got to add intensity and I think frequency through the week over just more and more and more biceps in a day.
Because if you think about the stuff, it's got these little fine details like that.
Oh, yeah.
Feels good, doesn't it? Actually, you can actually, it doesn't
feel the load at the bottom.
it doesn't feel like it's sort of like.
All right, so we're all wrapped up training at ULTRAFLEX in Rotherham, and we're going to review the gym now at the end of the day on how we found the gym staff, how we found their facilities, how we found the vibe of the gym, also the parking at the gym, and then the overall feel, which includes really the cost of the gym because that'll sway some people. Overall, I thought the vibe of the gym was good. Spoke to different people that were using the gym here and they all said that the community was one of the reasons they love the gym, which seems to be the going trait in these independent gyms. A few tripods, not too many to trip up on. Everyone seems committed to the cause, and I would say more than an average, I would say more of an advanced level of trainer in one place. What would you think the music was like, Chris? Chris is a music man.
I think I'm on the bus there.
Yes, I did.
I personally don't think the music in this gym is very motivating and the volume is a little bit too low.
Very,
However,
very PC, yes.
there has been times on a Sunday that I've trained here and you're like,
It's a bit of radio music today. That kind of vibe where it's just backgroundy.
yeah, that's why I was use headphones.
Yeah.
Because there have been some gyms that I've been to this year where there's no music and it's like in a library. Well, that's just, there's no vibe. Because you can't train hard.
Yeah.
You don't want to make a noise. So at least in here, there's always, you can train hard and make a noise, and it's just part of the vibe.
So what would you rate it?
ULTRAFLEX is still one of the best gyms in the country.
Okay.
No. We're talking, hold on. Chris is new to this, people. We're talking about the vibe of the gym only. So the people, the vibe, the training atmosphere, the music. You got to rate it from A, which is top notch, down to E for effort. And there's an S tier for super gym.
What would it class as super gym? So I get a context.
Oxygen.
Oxygen in Dubai, somewhere that's got it all, pools and everything. You know, people are putting your weights away when you finish your set and like in levels. People haven't got all day, you know. So.
I'd say maybe a B tier.
The other side.
A B tier. If we say an oxygen is a premium, I'd say a B tier.
B tier for a vibe. I think I concur. Facilities, Theo, what would you say?
I think it's well equipped. Pretty much has everything you need, from sunbeds to treatment rooms to posing rooms. So well equipped, well facilitated. I would actually give that a strong A.
I agree, A. I mean, you're actually really spoiled with the versions of equipment, some of the best equipment in the country. But I don't think I've come across a gym that's got more than one posing room. This place has got 3 posing areas. And I still post outside.
4 areas. 4 areas.
Yeah. Now we can look at parking. I think there's some amount of parking out the front, limited.
I did see some parking in the back as well.
So if you're going to give it parking a score,
So I'd probably give that a C.
C, I do. Straight down the middle. Got some we all got parking, no problem.
I've never had to struggle to park it.
That's because you didn't come in the car.
But yeah, today, I've never. There's no parking.
I know, but we're talking about today, so it doesn't apply to you.
Okay, then the staff, very helpful. Staff in independent gyms are fantastic. Corporate gym staff suck generally,
If they've got any.
if they have any. A tier staffing.
I will second that and give it an A tier with Neale.
Can we point out that some gyms have got to the point where you're not even allowed to film at all anymore?
They have,
So it is now a luxury that we're able to sit here.
yeah. I would say the only minus to the A would be there doesn't seem very many staff to ask questions if you needed a hand showing how to use a piece of equipment. There isn't a gym instructor wandering around helping people out, which I think is a really good benefit for most gyms, because some people are scared to get in and train. The most important thing about the gym is, what's the food like? Chris?
Throwing the grenades.
Yeah, go on, have that one, son.
Well, out of the 2 of us, you're the only one that tried the meal.
Yeah, I
So
did have some food earlier, and there wasn't very much protein in it, so I wasn't very happy. Okay.
Oh, controversial.
took the words right out my mouth.
Yeah, there wasn't very much.
How much did a meal cost?
It was £6.50.
£6.50. What do you? I mean, that's
I
cheap.
had to bring extra chicken though to actually have a decent portion.
They have meal prep in the fridges that have been pre-made. You can warm up, but it doesn't look like they're as good as Prep-ting. Use code Neale10.
Oh, field 10.
And then finally, let's give it an overall wrap-up of what we think of the gyms. I think the facility's great, the equipment's great, staff are great, parking done the job, vibe was good. I think, like, when I walked in, it was a serious gym. I'd be happy to train here every day of my life.
Yeah.
After 3, as in tradition, we're going to shout out A to E. 1, 2, 3, A.
Hey.
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 Hey. Forget about it. Rotherham, got a great gym. You've not tried ULTRAFLEX, come down here. I'm going to ask one controversial point. I'm going to throw it to Theo this time. Which gym does he like better out of ULTRAFLEX? Rotherham, where we are today, or the one we went to initially? Which is your favourite?
Lincoln.
Ooh.
Why is it?
So if you want to see more and want to know why and see any more gyms reviewed, please drop a comment down below as to what gyms you'd like to see. We will definitely put them on the list and try and get to them as soon as possible. Make sure you like, share and subscribe and follow all of us on Instagram. Until next time, people, Gym Kings are out.